Literally 30 minutes before the flight, by the way.
Really?
They're picking us up 8:15. All right, so we said that there's a mesorah of the word usimha, right? Hag Sukkot is
Yeah.
right, is the Hag of Simha. You're supposed to be happy. It says usimha three times in Tanakh. The first time by Pelishtim, right in Shoftim.
Yeah.
The Sani Pelishtim neesfu, sorry, lehalel ifne dagon Eloheim usimha. Right, that the mayors, right, or the governors of Pelishtim all gathered and give praise to Dagon, their god, usimha. They were happy. That's the first time. The second time it says in Yirmiyah, "Vahi devarecha li lesason usimchat levavi," right? That your words are sason to me and make my heart happy, right? And we explained that is Hag Simchatenu, which is Sukkot, right? Which what does it mean? It means that the 70 parim that we sacrificed on Sukkot, which by the way I did a calculation, it's about 150 grand, $200,000 to get a cow, right? And you're doing 70 of them, and that's just for the goyim, not even about us and all that other stuff. It's money.
Yeah.
So they took 70 things, 70 parim against 70 nations of the world, and right. And by the way, what it says in the Gemara on Sukkah, which is great because I didn't have my havrutah tonight, and we're doing Sukkah, so at least I got something right now for Masechet Sukkah. It says Oy lahem leumot sheibedu, and I'm on this page. I'm on Nun Dalid. I think I'm on Nun Dalid. I promise. I can go upstairs and get it right now. I think I'm on Nun Dalid. Right? Oy lahem leumot sheibedu ve'en, right? Woe to the umot that they destroyed the Beit HaMikdash and they don't even know what they lost. Meaning they shot the, it's like when sales are bad or business bad, you fire the salesman. That's the only guy that's going to give you anything good. Right? Therefore, because they did that, right? Fine. So then, so then, so oila, so okay, so right, so that mishum hachi besaneh Pelishtim, right, and therefore it says that the governors of the Pelishtim, which means what? These are the goyim. When it says the governors of the Pelishtim, it means the governors of the world, the umot neesfu, they come together, right? Yahad b'mei hag lehalil usimcha lomar shem kemo Yisrael. Why they're doing what Bnei Yisrael, what we did after they destroyed the Beit Hamikdash, they're doing what we did, which is what? Which is giving their own sacrifices to their own God and saying that there's nothing different between me and you. That's the dafka why the Perishim was doing it. It's representing all the umot olam, and that's what they were doing. Ve'anu makrivim alehem korbanot shve'en hefresh benehem ubeneinu ubenehem. There's no difference between us and them. We destroy the Beit Hamikdash. Don't matter. We'll make our own sales. Right? We got rid of the salesmen. We'll make our own sales. However, comes the third pasuk. Devarech ali lesason usimchat lebavi. Right, that's the second pasuk. Sorry, that's in Yirmiyah. What does that mean? That when I hear
Li,
right,
is now he's only for the Jewish people.
Right, it's only for the Jewish people. What day is that? Shemini Atzeret, right? Which is the final day, and Hashem lets everybody go home.
Keeping you one more day.
One more day. Right? Oto yom agil ve'esmecha behazdecha yed devarecha li. My thing, right? Le'atzmi le'sason, right? Usimha. That's for us. Ubchol zot. Now comes the third pasuk in Kohelet that we said. The third usimcha mazo oseh. This happens. What does it really do for me?
Yeah.
Right? And what does it mean over here? Because now that there's no Beit HaMikdash, what is this simcha of Shemini Atzeret, me being one with the king, if the king is not letting me in his castle anymore?
Right.
And we're all separated.
And that's the true joy, is when I can get into his castle, which is the Beit HaMikdash.
That's the true joy. It's crazy.
And so I don't have that. So how can there be such true really joy?
So, and it brings us to what? Nisuch HaMayim. Right? It brings us to Nisuch HaMayim. And the reason why we do Nisuch HaMayim, we do Nisuch HaMayim to remind the Pelishtim, to remind the Umot HaOlam that it's going to be a short-lived. It's not going to be long. That lama menasechin mayim shebahag, because we mekarev we because the fact that we do this with all the umot, right? Now they feel good, right? And we're reminding them that it's going to be short-lived. And just like the mayim gets shortened, right? You put the water down and then it disappears into the earth. So too the goyim are going to disappear to the earth. And we bring in the word buz, right? That there's a connection between nisuch hamayim with the siman of buz, and the whole thing of nisuch hamayim is to show that the goyim are here today and they're going to be gone tomorrow. All right, and that's the simcha that's going to come back. The umot, right? That they feel good that they have these 70 parim, that they got juiced up. By the way, you feel good. You don't care where the money comes from; it came, so they feel good. But they know that it's we're going to end up. That's the whole thing, right? That it's going to be that they're going to end up being nowhere. Even though the rough waters came on us and we're down right now, im calls there with all that, im yesh ish et kol beton bet ahava. right? Which means what? If the guy would give up all his house, all his treasures, he will never be able to buy or extinguish the love between us and God,
Yeah.
right? And where's the booze, right? Boz. Where's this boz come from? That reminds you of three kelipot. That the three kelipot, right, are the things that take us over, which is one the bit.
You have that thing like that.
One sec, can
Thing
you?
that when you charge it, you don't need. It's not like a cube.
No,
It's like.
I don't have it. Maybe Cheryl. Maybe Cheryl.
Shut up.
Okay.
Cheryl.
What's it called? A low budget film. This is. So the first thing, what's the boz? The bet of the boz is the Shnei Bet HaMikdash that were broken. That they're trying to. The whole thing is the boz is how they're trying to separate us from God.
Yeah.
That's the thing. The pasuk in Shira Shirim.
Ten Mikdashes are gone, so I'm in.
Remember, it says
give your top.
Right.
Guess what? I'm the shifcha, and
No, we are the main wife that gets replaced with the shibha.
Right.
So even though that happens, which is the two horbans, right? That's the bet of the boss. That's bet. What about the zayin, right? The set or the vav. I'm sorry, the vav.
Hasheni, right? The vav is the six. Which is what?
The 6 days of the week that
we're constantly engaged
chasing
in sin and
right. We're
chasing
chasing the hanaot of Olam Hazeh. That's why it's not we're chasing sin.
And how long
we're chasing the hanaot.
6.
1 second.
6,000 years.
You feel good? You chase it. It's the hanaot of we're chasing the hanaot of this world, and when we chase the hanaot of this world, we're going to sin. Right, and this 6 days and the 6,000 years that the world's created, that we know that this world, Olam Hazeh, is for the goyim, is represented by the vav. You should also know what it says. The Arizal writes, or the Rabbi Chaim Vital writes, that in the later generations, that the Hitzonim are going to push they want you to enjoy things that are mutar as much as you can, that are not l'shem mitzvah. There's nothing wrong with lying on the couch, but they want you to lie down a long time. Why? Because these things are going to lead to sin. There's nothing wrong with taking off of work, but they want you to do it a lot. There's nothing wrong with eating. They want you to eat a lot. Everything a lot, that's mutar. So you get your guard down and you feel good about it, and then you end up sinning. It's a crazy thing, no? Right? You don't think it's crazy?
Yeah.
And the third thing is the zayin. What's the zayin? That the 7 names of the Yetzer Hara, which by the way is also written in Sukkah. I think yes. I think it does. It lists the 7 names of. It lists the 7 names of the Yetzer Hara. Shehua Nahash Shiva Reshin. That's the same Nahash of the 7 heads. Right. The Kiddushin. Right. Vehem Mahata'im. That's the one that punishes, that man sins for, and that's the Zayin Abuz. So the Boz, you have the Bet is the 2 Bet Hamikdash of Chorban. Right. The Vav is the 6 days of the week that we chase our money and our all things that will cause us to sin. 7 is the 7 names of the Yetzer Hara, and the 7-headed snake that's brought down in Kiddushim is the Satan, and that all those 3 things cause us to sin. And when it causes us to sin, it causes us to be separated from HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But with all that, we're not worried, because the end of the pasuk ends Boz Yabuzulog, because we are batuach that HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to save us from their hands, and that's why the pasuk ends Boz Yabuzulog, that we're going to come back and we're going to take the booty back, and we'll have the Mashiach b'mirav. Amen.
Amen.